Hello my scrappy friends, welcome back to my channel Nat Scraps. My name is Natalie Koenig and I am a maker with close to my heart. Today we are doing I think it's the 5th layout, please don't quote me on that one though, I think it's the 5th layout in the Crisp Air scrapbooking kit. And of course we're not actually using the kit or instructions, we are just winging it and making lots of different things with it. Hence why I think we're up to number 5. The scrapbooking kit, I do have a video where I go through it, show all the papers, and you can see the different things that are meant to be made with it. But yep, I never quite follow those instructions. So today we're piecing back all the bits that we kind of cut apart in the last one. So if you haven't seen the last video, I cut lots of bits that I didn't actually need. So I'm piecing them back together to put the patchwork back together. So here we are, I've got one strip there and I'm trying to figure out if that is going to be enough. And then because I have put it back together, I'm now cutting it apart. Yay me. I'm not quite sure what I was thinking there, guys. I'm going to be 125% honest there. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was looking at this thinking that I was going to have the border around the outside, and that kind of really didn't happen. You can see me shoving a few things back off to the side, looking at what paper I have left. I kind of realized what I have left in those strips is there's no of the leaf pattern or flower pattern left. And also I think I'm very low on orange in this. So each of one of those squares is 2 inch by 2 inch. So here I'm cutting some extra 2 inch blocks to help put all this back together. I'm also looking at the inside of this block I have, and I'm taking out that inside piece, and I end up putting a 4x4 photo in the middle of that. So you'll see me in a second go hunting for a 4x4 photo mat, and then that means I have 2 extra ones of those, or 4 extra blocks. Here I'm making up the same for the left hand page, so I want it to be a 4x4 square without the inside in it, and I'm using my Versamat to help put these pieces back together but make sure that it still ends up nice and square. So you can see I'm using some thick double-sided tape. I'm laying my blocks onto that, but using the corners on the Versamat and the marked out area to make sure that that's nice and square when I finish, because I didn't want it to end up being, you know, 6 blocks high by 4 blocks wide, or somewhere around there. Here I'm just going into some little bits of leftover for a little bit of orange, and you can see that I don't have much of that orange, and I do make up another piece to add in somewhere later on as well. I can't remember exactly where right now, but here I can't get the 2 by 2 inch, so I actually cut the other side and I layer them over each other, and in the final product there's an embellishment close by to that that takes the eye away from it. You don't even realize there's a piece there that's been patched back together. But I definitely wanted a little bit of extra yellow in those strips. If you haven't seen those other layouts, I really have hacked into this paper and used the most of it, and I have ended up having to patch little bits and pieces back together. There we go. So now I have a square that matches the one on my right hand side. I can now start to put some layers together between those squares and the photo mats. So I'm going to bring in, this is for the left hand page, so I'm going to bring in the white and trim that down to size and place that over the Sundance paper that is there. So I'm going to tape that one down, and I will do the same, I'm assuming, on the other side. it has been a little while since I have edited these videos. Life this week has definitely got a hold of me and slowed me down in the getting these videos out, and such is life. I'm just trimming this here and making all these edges nice and smooth so there's no roughness where I've patched it back together. And then I'm going to mount that on black cardstock. So, oh, that was fast. So I've mounted that on black, and I'm also going to mount the 4 by 4 photo mat onto the black as well. So I think that ends up being about 4¼ by 4¼ There we go. And with the magic of TV, I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. And then I'm going to come in and add just along the edges of that white. So I'm using the white cardstock to run the edge of my pen, black pen along. I'm just doing a very, very fine black border along there. I'm looking at how I am going to embellish this layout now, and I have this crazy idea that I'm going to put 2 big yellow flowers, one in the top corner, one in the bottom, and I kind of start building this flower out of these pieces I have left. I cut some petals and add them all in, and I can that idea in the end. So it gets as far as having a double layered flower there, and then I change my mind. So you can see here what the flower's looking like, and then you can see where I sort of tucked it under and tried to work it underneath as well. And then I rip all that off and go in a slightly different direction. So this layout, a little bit like the last layout I have done, ends up being quite simple in its embellishments. I don't go overboard, and that's okay. Like, not every page has to be a masterpiece. Not every page has to have a load of embellishments on to make it stand out. This will work beautiful with family photos, some like closer up headshots. It would work well with a group of people in a 4 by 4 photo. So I'm happy with this. If it goes into my album, I may put a title or something else on it, but it does not need to have all of, hundreds and hundreds of embellishments on it. There I've just popped a small tag, and I'm mirroring on the other side what I'm doing there as well. Now you see there I just flipped that around, and I'm going to flip the sticker around. That's just where there was a little noticeable bit where you could see the paper that I had joined. So I'm making sure that that is in the area that I'm putting the embellishments so that I don't see that little bit. Here I'm making a leaf, so that is the leftover from a previously used sticker from the sticker sheet, and then I've stuck it onto some of that brighter orange paper, and I'm cutting that out. And I'm leaving just a small white border, and that will give me an extra embellishment from that sheet. So as I furiously cut around there and pop that up the top. In my previous series, I made some embellishments at the end of this series with all the leftover little bits and pieces I had from my Backyard Bliss kit. If you haven't seen that video, pop back and see it. That kit I killed well and truly. There was not much left over at the end of the kit at all. And here you can see me bringing in some of those embellishments. So it has some of the same greeny tones, and there was a little cream title box and things like that, and I have bought in and used those embellishments here. I like that close to my heart inks and papers always match up, and quite often if you have something from one kit, it will tie in beautifully in colors because they keep that consistency with their colors. So if they've used pine in the Backyard Blitz, then it will match with the pine that they use in the Crisp Air. And it's a great in that it means that you can confidently mix and match your collections. Okay guys, this is the last of the embellishments that are going on here. There's a couple of leaves and things we're going to stick on. But while I wrap this up, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you guys again for watching. Thank you for all the comments and love that you've been leaving on Facebook and on YouTube for me. It's wonderful. I do try to read them and comment on each one of the messages that you guys send me. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you would like and subscribe to this video or to my channel, and I will hopefully keep bringing you some interesting content over the next few weeks. Thank you guys. Have a lovely day. Bye.